we're going to talk about everybody's favorite or least favorite topic to talk about: money. Money. We tend to have a lot of limiting beliefs around money. It's one of our favorite limitations of the human game. One that we consider to be one of the most fun to play with because it's so restrictive. It's involved in everything we do. All these belief systems around it. So, you may have all kinds of belief systems about money. Money is hard to make. Rich people are assholes. Oh, here's a good one. Rich people are boring. You might say, I need X amount of money to be able to do what I want. I have to save money for emergencies. The list goes on. There are infinite different limiting beliefs surrounding money. This barely even scratches the surface, because there's branches after all of these too. It can just multiply out and fractal for infinity, literally. Unraveling your money belief systems is all about understanding the way that money actually supports you in your experience. All these limiting beliefs prevent you from seeing the truth about the way that money actually works. And so I'm going to simplify it for you. Money is just simply energy. We, as in you, made up the system of money. It's literally made up numbers that you agreed that this is worth this much money, and this is worth this much money, and it costs this much to do that. Every time you pay for something, you're making up the numbers. Money is nothing more than energy. And it has no inherent value. There is no inherent value to the numbers of money, only the value that you give it when you exchange it for something else. Money just sitting in your bank account doesn't have any inherent value. You create that meaning. Now, the way that money supports you in your experience is it literally circulates like blood flowing through your body. Now, if you look back on your experience, or if you look at your experience right now, this may reflect. The circulation of money works like this. This is you. This is everything else, which is also you. Everything that you perceive as outside of you, right? So when you spend money, it travels from you to everything outside of you. When you make money, it travels from everything outside of you back to you. And it circulates like this, like blood flowing through your body. This is your energy. You exchange your energy for experiences that you create. Now, this works in the rest of your experience as well. It's not just money. You use your energy to create everything else in your experience too. A lot of times we have the limiting belief that I need money to have X experience. Not true. Look at your experience and see how many things you create without any money at all, with your energy. Important key point there. Now, what happens here is a lot of times we will start to make some money, right? Like, all right, we figured it out, we're making some money. Cool. Making some money. Okay. So then this starts to fill up. Ooh, we're getting some more money here. All right. Okay, wait. We'll spend a little bit. But like, we gotta save. Because I don't know if this money's gonna keep coming. Whatever the limiting beliefs are. You're making money, you start to save it. All of a sudden, you're cutting off the flow. You're cutting off the flow, the money's coming in, you save it, and then all of a sudden the money stops coming in. You're like, just trickling in. Maybe we're getting some dribs and drabs. Just trickles of money coming in. Like, damn, what happened? Well, you cut off the flow. So, you'll create something to force yourself to spend the money. For example, an emergency, an accident, something that you perceive as, oh, like this was completely out of my control. I didn't create this. Boom, bursts. Spend the money. This goes back down. Imagine it like a kink in a hose, right? Eventually that water is going to back up, that pressure is going to back up to the point where it has to burst. When you cut off the flow of money, spending money and making money are the exact same thing. It's an exchange between you and you. When you see everything as something outside of you, it's hard to see it that way. But that's the way that money actually works in your experience. You decide upon the numbers and the value of things. Nobody else decides it, you do. So back to the point of your money is infinite. You have an infinite supply just like you have an infinite supply of energy. Your intuition knows this. So when you're following that intuitive guidance and that intuitive inspiration, there's no way for the money to ever stop supporting you in your experience. Maybe some of you have experienced this before where you had something come up or something that you really wanted to do and you were like, I have no idea where I'm going to get the money from that. And it shows up somehow, some unexpected way. Maybe you've noticed the fact that you literally never have actually ran out of money. Or if you did hit zero, you made money to bounce away from it. The money is constantly circulating, just like your energy. You would have to literally die to stop it. Think about your relationship to the way that you spend money. Do you spend money as if it's unlimited and you trust that you're always going to be able to make more? Or do you spend money as if, oh, I only can spend this much because I have to make sure I have this much left? Just think about that for a second. Feel that. Are you looking at the numbers when you spend money as, ooh, I have to make sure I have at least this much left? This is a perfect reflection of the way that you don't trust yourself. Your trust for yourself is directly related to how honest you are with yourself. If you're honest with yourself, you'll be honest with everybody else in your experience, and your money experience will reflect that. If this is how much money you have, right here, and this is how honest you are with yourself, the graph is literally this. Money, honesty. Notice the word right in the middle of both of those. almost like there's really no difference. So, when you see in your experience that your bank account is going like this, or your sales are going like this, your money coming in is going like this means nothing other than this is the perfect time to look at you and pay attention to yourself. You're creating an experience that is no worse or better than having millions of dollars. It's just another experience. And it's actually the perfect experience to pay attention to you. This experience is you creating a situation to be like, hello, can you pay attention to me? Your intuition is like, I got you, pay attention. This is the perfect time to sit with yourself. But the problem is, what most of us do when this happens, everything starts going down, we go panic mode. All right, time to fix it. Time to fix it. I gotta do something. I gotta do something to make this money go back up. Well, when you're operating moment to moment from the position of I gotta do something to bring this up, you're sending a message to yourself that this is a problem. This is a problem that I need to fix. You created the experience. How could it possibly be a problem? You created an opportunity for yourself to accept that the numbers in your bank account don't mean anything about you. You created the perfect opportunity to own your shit and be like, I got $0, I got $10, perfect. So what? Move on. This means nothing. Hitting zero or getting to that point of rock bottom is literally your turning point. It's a great place to be. But if you're doing everything in your power to fix it, to try to get that number back up, because you're like, oh, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem, you're gonna just keep creating that experience over and over until you can finally accept that it doesn't mean anything about you. Now, from that point, your intuition can show you the path, the easiest path to make millions of dollars. But are you willing to listen? Are you willing to accept, oh yeah, I don't actually have any idea what I'm doing. I created this experience. Are you willing to accept that you want it to hit rock bottom? That it's a great place to be? That it's no different than millions? A lot of times we have this belief system that once I get to this certain amount of money, there's a number. There's a number, that some imaginary number that we think, once I get there, then I'll be able to listen to my intuition. Then I'll be able to relax and follow my intuition and do what I want, and I'll be good. This is a perfect trap that you've created for yourself. Because it doesn't matter what that number is. You could get up to that number. You could get up to that number and be like, oh, okay, I'm here. Perfect, I'm gonna follow my intuition. But then you're so terrified that you're gonna lose that number that you ignore your intuition and do everything in your power not to lose it. And guess what? You go all the way straight back to zero. Right back to rock bottom again. Because you didn't learn the lesson the first time. Everybody wants to say they have a money problem. You don't have a money problem. You have a you problem. You don't want to own and accept responsibility for what's happening in your experience. You don't want to pay attention to you. Get it? Pay attention. When you're in flow with your intuition, money will effortlessly support you in your experience. Always. And that was my simplified lesson on how money works in your experience. Follow along to learn more about the infinite wealth available to you now and how to follow your intuition. Hit the like and subscribe and follow button. Thanks for watching.